Hello, Potato, and welcome to Weekend Magic for September the 23rd, 2023. This week, we saw some pin releases, which I didn't purchase any of. Although I do kind of like that D23 TVA pin, and I really like that Fantasia pin that has a Yen Sid on it. But so far, I'm holding strong. We've bought enough stuff this week. I don't really need to be buying more pins. We also saw the release of the 1990s portion of Disney 100 Decades, and it was once again a pin-only month. I actually quite like the look of that Disney Afternoon pin. I'm looking forward to receiving that. I'm not sure I'm going to fit that into a video because I don't have any other pins backlogged anymore. So it's not going to be its own video. That'd be a really, really short video. It might do better though. People might watch it more if it's just like a 5-minute video. I don't know. We'll see when it gets here. Maybe that'll be next week. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't pick up any of the other Disney Decade stuff. Yeah, just the Darkwing looked kind of derpy to me, and also we're not doing the plush this year. I don't collect magic bands, even though we have like between us like 5 or 6 of them. And yeah, the backpack didn't appeal. The ears did not appeal to my wife, and I don't collect those. So yeah, it was a pin-only month again. So I do thank you, Shop Disney, for actually helping me spend a little bit less money. But don't worry, I still gave my money to Disney because we are continuing the Happy Haunt Hunt this week. Yes, we've got the library bust, but there's still more things, at least a couple more videos worth of stuff that we have picked up from Haunted Mansion, but I feel like we are nearing the end of it. At this point, we're looking for, I still would like to find the Madame Leota Lowe's tombstone, the one that talks, the Leota tombstone. But I feel like that's probably a lost cause at this point. And my wife would like to find another one of those. We shot it in like a video like a couple months ago at this point. The Haunted Mansion, like, stretching room gargoyle candle holder, just because I've mentioned before, she is doing the dining room table up in Haunted Mansion and would like a second one of those for the sake of symmetry. Also, some Haunted Mansion glasses. I mean, we have the flutes. We have 3 brides and 1 hat box. If you want to know why that is, you can go back and find the video last year. I think it was Weekend Magic Shatter, or like Broken Spirits, something like that, where we talked about trying to get those Haunted Mansion toasting flutes. But I know she wants something else, some other glassware for the table, and just we haven't found anything. If you are aware of some at least Haunted Mansion-esque glasses that would look good on the table, please let me know in the comments below so we can check them out and see what she thinks of them. But yes, this week's Happy Haunt Hunt goes beyond just figurines and, things you put up on a shelf or on a wall or just on a wall. What if instead of having a small display of Haunted Mansion items, you want to maybe bring a little Haunted Mansion into your whole household? If you want to make it feel nice and welcome so that maybe someday you can have 999 happy haunts, well, there's stuff out there for that now. A lot of it's from Spirit, some of it's from Shop Disney. And yeah, let's get on with it. You may notice the camera is set to the widest possible view because there are a couple items today that are just too big to fit in the way I normally do. So yeah, you can see like wires and stuff you normally can't see, but you can also see my Pip-Boy and my little cuddly Potato hiding behind Mickey and Minnie there. So I don't know. Do you care? I don't think you do. Let's instead look at this week's Happy Haunt Hunt finds. We'll start with one of mine. This came from Spirit. It's while we were looking for more of the candle holder. Oh, it's also actually just yesterday we saw at I guess a relatively recently opened Spirit. They actually had one of those on the shelf, and there was a part of me, a dark, cruel part of me, that was tempted to buy that and try to sell it on eBay for $5 bazillion. But I didn't. I left it there for somebody else to find and make their day with. But what I did pick up, or at least one thing I picked up this week, was this. I got myself some art. I got myself an art. The Haunted Mansion canvas from Spirit. I think it was $29.99. Of course, I used a 20% off coupon on it, because why wouldn't I? because I think Spirit is honestly kind of high priced. And if they're going to give me 20% off, I'm going to take it. But it's a full-on canvas, wood-framed. It is still wrapped in plastic. It is set up, actually, with hooks already on it for hanging right there. But I mean, there's a part of me that actually would like to put this in a frame because I really do like this. It is, of course, a canvas print, I'm sure reasonably cheap canvas print of a painting of the real Haunted Mansion, the one from Anaheim. And I like it. It's nice. I mean, if you get close, maybe the brush strokes aren't the best in the world, but it's as close as I'm going to get to having one of those like $500 ones they sell out at Stage 9. So I like it. I like it for $30. They have a lot of artwork this year at Spirit, and honestly, I kind of appreciate it. I like that it's an option that you can get. I think there was like one other piece of Haunted Mansion artwork that they had this year that my wife was interested in, but we haven't seen it since like the stores first opened. And what if we see it again? We'll probably get that, and it'll be in a future installment of the Happy Haunt Hunt. But yeah, this one's mine, and I really do like it. Not sure where we're going to hang it or if we're going to hang it, but I like that we have it now. Speaking of hanging things, and also things that are way too big to normally fit on camera, and this still may not fit on camera, we have this, which of all places came from Lowe's, and it is, I'm holding it backwards, aren't I? There we go. It is this. Yeah, it's a big old banner. This thing's like, what, good 3 foot long? Yeah, even with the widest setting, this does not fit on the camera, but it's a Beware of Hitchhiking Ghosts and features everyone's favorite hitchhikers in a very, honestly, very classic style. You frequently don't see Phineas looking this cartoony anymore. He tends to look a little creepier. He looks really cartoony here. Yep, Phineas, Gus, and Ezra trying to hitch a ride. Beware, a ghost might follow you home. But it's nice. It's a pretty good thick fabric. I mean, it's I think being sold like as a yard flag. Like I think probably for this you'd hang it on your door like with a wreath hanger or something. But it's really long and really big. And we actually went to Lowe's again yesterday, still looking for that Madame Leota tombstone, and they did not have this anymore. They had like the Mickey one, which is much shorter, but they didn't have this one. So I'm glad we picked it up when we did. My wife found it and picked it up, and I think definitely a good choice on her part. And honestly, a lot of what we have left here is her stuff. I mean, you associate Haunted Mansion probably with me, but no, a fair bit of today's stuff is hers. Like I said, she wants to decorate the dining room table in like all Haunted Mansions. So we got that tablecloth. We've got some like a little platter and stuff to put on there. So I mean, yeah, a lot of the stuff is hers. For example, this something we found it yesterday at a Spirit store again while looking for a candelabra. We found they have throw pillows now. They have Haunted Mansion throw pillows. And yeah, again, they feature everyone's favorite hitchhikers, Phineas, Ezra, and Gus in a kind of unique style, almost like a pencil sketch that maybe has been blown up just the tiniest bit too big, but still pretty good. I mean, let's say like maybe that less cartoonish face. Let's give me a see. I mean, that's very cartoony. That's kind of, I mean, it's certainly bordering. We're edging on scary there. But it is Haunted Mansion authentic, and it was $21.99. And they were having a thing where like home decor stuff was buy one, get one half off. So how could we pass that up? That's better than a coupon potentially. So we also picked up, and this is one that I picked out, another little candle lantern thing. This one featuring Madame Leota. Now I've tossed some just little electric votives in there. I mean, I'll turn the lights off so we can show it, but they're not ideal. They're not what I would want to put in there normally, but the only things I have are like tapers that are too tall, or a larger candle that fits in there, but like the top of it's up here and it really doesn't give you the effect properly. So yeah, I tossed some little votives in there, and we'll give it a try. Let's turn some lights off and see how it looks. There we go. That's most of our lights off anyways. And so yeah, you can see Got just like 4 little votives in there. But it's not, it needs like one, I think, larger light source in there to really get the effect. But I think that looks fairly decent. All lit up like that. I don't know if it's going to go on the table or not, except this is one that I more chose than she did. So I don't know if it'll go on the table or if it'll go somewhere else. Unlike that other one, the stretching room one that we looked at probably a month and a half ago at this point, this does not have a door that opens up, so the idea of running a wired light into it's a little bit more difficult. There's no place that I noticed, and especially you can try to take out one of the glass panels. It is actually glass. And run a wire under there, but I feel like that's maybe not the best idea. So yeah, we have to that's battery operated to go in there. Let's get some lights back on. See, of course, lights on, you can't see those candles at all. So it doesn't really matter at this point, but you do have, it's actually very nice. From a distance, it looks nicer than it is. It is a Spirit Halloween store item, but it's, metal and glass and wood. It's not all plastic and stuff, so that's kind of nice. We do have the Haunted Mansion logo carved in the front here, and on the sides it says, "Is this haunted room actually stretching?" Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense considering it's Madame Leota on it all over the place, who doesn't exist in the stretching room, but we'll take it. But it has a nice, I guess the back of her tarot cards? Do they make a tarot deck like this as the back? I would buy that. I would absolutely buy it. It's got the reoccurring 1313 on all the sides of it. And yeah, it's a pretty nice little piece. If I find the right kind of fake candle to put in there, I think it'll look really, really good. But I don't know if it's going to the table or not, because we already have things for the table that can involve little votives. Like these. We actually picked these up fairly early on in the Happy Haunt Hunt. They've been sitting around for a while waiting for a video to fit them into, and I've shown you the back of them instead of the front. Here we go. That's better. There's the front of them. And I guess these must have been last year's stock or something, because they were already marked down to $12.98. So why not? Why not buy 2, which is exactly what my wife did. Again, symmetry. 3 on the front, 3 on the back, potentially with Madame Leota in the middle, but that's not finalized. So yeah, if you see Madame Leota, you can't actually see her now. She's already disappeared. But if you see Madame Leota disappear from the desk for a while, that's where she went. She may be on loan to the dining room table, and she'll be replaced with something if that happens. But also, if she disappears, she'll be back unless something really ungodly happens to her. But these, yeah, each one of these $12.90 for a 3-pack. We bought 2 3-packs and they were gone every time since we've gone in there. They just say Haunted Mansion on the front. There are 3 different ones. We have that logo in there, and then the backs. We have the wallpaper, Madame Leota, and absolutely nothing. But these 2 are meant for votives. Probably look much better with these candles in them than this does, which will probably make them much more suitable for the dining room table. Now, we've got our centerpiece of Madame Leota. We've got candles. We've got votives. We've got a throw pillow that's not going to go on the table. Same with the banner. Possibly same with this. But if you're going to set a table, it's kind of important that you have something to eat off of. And if you remember, if you watched the video back when the movie first came out, I mentioned how on the ShopDisney UK site, and indeed I guess at the parks, they had Haunted Mansion plates. They didn't have them on the ShopDisney site. Well, thankfully, they remedied that a few weeks ago and did add the Haunted Mansion plates to the ShopDisney US site. And so we ordered 4 sets of them. Now, we ordered these fully remembering last year's Broken Spirits debacle, the issue with the flutes featuring Constance and Hatbox. And the first 3 times that ShopDisney sent them to us with no packaging in the box, they arrived with Constance having murdered Hatbox Ghost. He had lost his head all 3 times in the first 3. It was finally the 4th time we got a set that wasn't destroyed. So we do have 3, I guess 2 times. Yeah, 2 times that were just Hatbox was broken. 3rd time was the charm. We have 3 Constances and 1 Hatbox. So ordering them, I had the same concern about these plates. Now, we've ordered plates from them in the past, and they've been fine, but again, Haunted Mansion last year, we had the issue with the flutes, and we had the issue with the cake plate, which also arrived broken, but honestly, it was kind of crap anyways, so no real hurt feelings there. But I ordered 4 of these, and they arrived. The packaging was not great. The box, taken a little damage in shipping, but it was otherwise okay. And in it were 4 boxes like this. And, nothing was rattling in them. So I had high hopes. And you know what? To give ShopDisney credit, they met those hopes. All 4 sets of plates arrived in absolutely perfect condition so that we can look at them now and before they get put up on the table. And here we have them, the Haunted Mansion set of 2 plates. You get your dinner plate, you get your salad plate, or maybe you can have dessert. If you see on there, there's like some sticky stuff on this just because this was supposed to be like held in place. But of course it was shipped in the summer. It's quite hot, and I think some of that glue did melt. But otherwise, the plates are quite nice. I mean, we can't get super great look without taking them out of the ribbon, and I don't want to because they're my wife's. And I'll let her have that. But you can see here, we do have our little wallpaper guy there in the center of the dessert plate. I'm going to assume the dinner plate has something very similar. Yeah, you can... Oh no, it's got the Haunted Mansion logo on the center. The HM, Haunted Mansion HM, like that on the center of it. But it's actually got the little snake design. It's actually, yeah, it's the same snake that's on here, circling around the edge of the plate. And they're in lovely Haunted Mansion colors. I really do like, I like the looks of these. Oh, here's a picture. Here, we can see a picture. There's what the plate looks like. Oops. But all 4 sets arrived in perfect condition and will adorn our dining room table for, I'm assuming, the month of October. I was going to say December. That's wrong. The month of October, and then until she takes them down. But overall, while we didn't find the one piece we were looking for this week, the candelabra, we did find some new things. I mean, some things like this and this have been sitting around for a few weeks now, just waiting for an appropriate video to add them into. The plates have been around for a couple weeks, but pretty much everything else here, our picture, our pillow, and our Madame Leota were all acquired this week in the Happy Haunt Hunt. And yeah, I feel like we've picked up more stuff this year than in any single year in the past. And I'm not upset about that. I'm glad to see Haunted Mansion finally getting the attention it does richly deserve. But that does wrap us up this week. What do you think of these things? What's your favorite item? What's your least favorite item? Is there something you think is absolutely stupid and we shouldn't have picked up? Let me know in the comments. But, if you want a response, be nice about it. I'll still read the comment. I just may not. Actually, I may not reply even if you are nice. I don't like talking to people. I'm much better talking to the back of a camera. But we do have at least one more Happy Haunt Hunt video coming. There is more stuff. I'm just kind of trying to find one more specific item. But if I don't, we'll just pull the trigger and do the video anyways. And if it comes up later, it comes up later. And then also, just a Halloween video. At least one of those coming as well. Because we have some stuff that we've picked up that's actually not Haunted Mansion. But it's still Halloween, and yes, the majority of it is still Disney. But it's not all Haunted Mansion. But that does wrap up this week. Let me know in the comments, again, your favorite item, your least favorite item. What did you think of Disney Decades? I'll probably ask that again when the pin comes in and we do a video talking about the pin. But I continue to not be overly impressed with this as a series. But I do like the pins. I appreciate the pins. I ordered the pin. And that's what I committed to way back in the beginning, is I committed to at least getting the pin. And that's what I've done for most of the month at this point. But I do thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.